Hey ladies, so you wanted me to do a video explaining kind of how I use Instagram to do my stalking. So I'm a home-based business, which means I pretty much have no foot traffic. I started out with zero clientele and I needed to build fast because I'm a mom of three and I needed to prove that I could do this. So the number one thing that I can say, sorry, I'm looking at a paper with notes, is your before and afters. Take tons of before and afters, if you're just starting out, work on family and friends and make sure you get a ton of before and afters. Most clients are gonna book based on seeing that. I do a lot of brow work and that's basically what gave me a huge push with my clientele. Once they saw my before and afters with brows, they book. I'm in a small town, so most people go to the nail salon or the hairdresser for brows. So obviously what we do is a little bit different than nail salon. So that is huge if you're in a small town. Once you've got enough before and afters on your Instagram, the next thing is to do your target audience. Know who you're trying to market towards. For me, I do spray tanning, facials, makeup, lash lift and tints. I also do photography. So I'm marketing more towards the 25 to 30-year-olds who are getting married, have bachelorette parties to go to, who can afford to keep up with services. With spray tanning, I do market towards my prom girls, but let's face it, that's one season. That's not gonna do enough for you. So with tanning is kind of what I first started with to kind of get my before and afters. It's low cost to do a giveaway with tanning. So I would do giveaways here and there and just have rules. Tag 3 friends, follow me, put it on your story. Just that helps a lot, being on someone's story. A lot of times people will miss stuff if it's on their post. So I always require it in their story because more people have visibility in the stories. So I would do my giveaways and I would ask them to check in on Facebook when they'd arrive. That's part of getting their free tan. Then once I had enough little before and afters, I would have them spray tan. I would ask them to wear disposable underwear so I could do a boomerang of their hip tan line, and I would post those. Once I had enough before and afters, I then searched for a tan ambassador. Just did a shout out, searching for a tan ambassador. You dictate who your tan ambassador is and what your requirements are. So I require them to repost once a week, whether they give, you can decide what you want to do. I gave a free tan. I had a few people apply. I picked a girl who lives down the street from me, so it's easy for her to come over to get her tan. She's a hairdresser, so I knew her clientele was going to be my clientele. I wasn't just gonna pick any mom or whatnot. You want somebody who has a following, who posts a lot on their personal IG, who posts on their own business IG. She had a clientele, so I knew that was gonna spread my visibility to all the surrounding towns. So she would come once a month and get sprayed and repost for me. That kind of helped me. The giveaways helped. And then next was Instagram stalking. So with me being home-based, I am on a main road in my town. My town is a very small town. I guess you could call it redneck. So a lot of people don't spend the money on these services. If I post in a lot of local groups offering spray tanning, I'll get people that are like, who wants to be orange like Donald Trump? Or just random comments that make no sense. So I knew I had to really target my audience. So I have a baby, he's about to be 2. He sucks at going to bed. So when I lay him down to bed, I'd spend an hour to an hour and a half doing my stalking. When my clients come in, if it's new clients and I don't know who they are or where they came from, I'll usually say, how did you hear about me? A lot of them will say, you followed me on Instagram, saw your work, your before and afters, I knew I had to book. So I know this works, as creepy as it sounds and as weird as you're gonna feel doing it the first few times. Once you get a few clients from it though, it's easy. You're not paying for marketing. You're not paying to have ads on Instagram. You're not paying for ads on Facebook. Like I said, I do photography also. I've spent money on marketing on Facebook and stuff. It does nothing. Half the time it's reaching an audience an hour and a half away, despite me putting in all the criteria. So I will never spend money on marketing, ever. So I'm gonna do a screen grab. I have no idea what the hell I'm freaking doing, so hopefully this works to explain to you guys exactly what I do. right, here we go. So I'm going to my Instagram. I'm going to open it up. Going to go down and hit the search. From search, you are going to then go and hit places. You can search by your current location, and that'll bring up anything close by as far as restaurants and all that. So I'll usually pick one of those, but for right now, I'm going to use a restaurant that I know is nearby me. So I'm going to type that into the search, click on the correct one, then hit over to recent, and then I can see who has posted pictures and checked in there. She looks awesome. So I click on her name. I'm already following her because I've clearly done this before. And you can see how many friends we have basically in common. So I know she's local. So I'm going to go back, scroll down, see who else looks like they'd be an ideal client. Okay. Not following her yet. Hit follow. Back out. Oh, look, you can see suggestions of people based on all the people you have in common. The more people you start following, more people will show up that are in your area. So I'm going to go back to near current location. I can scroll down, find hair salons, anybody that would visit places that are ideal to you. Don't mind my kids and my boyfriend. So not following her yet. So hit follow. And I do this with high school girls too. I'll check the high school, see who's posted it recently, especially around prom time, and do the same exact thing and target the girls that way. And there's all my before and afters that help get clients to book. So that's simple.